Okay guys, what I want you to do is put down that rope and come back because we're about to throw down Super Radical Tri-Tip with balsamic apple compote. Go ahead and gather these ingredients. 4 pounds grass-fed Tri-Tip, 6 pounds yams, 4 Granny Smith apples, Super Radical rib rub, 1 small yellow onion, 2 ounces balsamic vinegar. Okay guys, we're gonna start off with the foil lined sheet pan and our 6 yams. These are gonna go in the oven at 400 until they're soft. I'm gonna do that now. Now if you got another foil lined sheet pan, and any meal that starts with 2 foil lined sheet pans is a winner in my book. All right, this is gonna be super simple. So follow along. I've got my Super Radical rib rub. Hit the Tri-Tip, the Super Radical rib rub. The Tri-Tip has been dried with paper towels. We're kind of going for a liberal amount. What we'll stick on there, we'll flip it over. Same thing here. Again, let's go here, transfer to our foil lined pan. And then I'm gonna take the rib rub, the extra, kind of hit it all around. Any that's kind of resting in the bottom of the pan, the juices that come out of this are gonna soak into that and make a nice little sauce that we'll add at the end. Now again, in the oven, same oven the yams are in, we're gonna cook these until they're an internal temperature of 125 degrees. It's gonna give us a medium rare, which is what I like, but pick your temperature. If you like it rare, maybe 115. If you like it well done, you can go all the way up to 160, 155. These are going in the oven. All right, we're gonna work on our compote now. That's a French term for a sweet, fruity sauce. And our Tri-Tip and yams doesn't really need it, but it's gonna help with a little bit of sweetness, kind of a sauce on top, and then it will help balance the carbs. So we're gonna get started with 1 onion. There we go, a little oil in a preheated cast iron skillet. And we wanna caramelize this stuff, so a pretty good heat. I'm gonna keep the onions on one side and we'll save the other side for the apples. We'll just use a peeler. Once you've got it peeled, I like to go in half and half again. Just take out enough to get the seeds in the center out. And then we'll just kind of work a similar julienne type slice. Okay, our onions are coming along. I'm gonna give it a little more oil and get our apples in there. We'll hit it with a little bit of salt. So we're gonna draw the sugars out, caramelize them on that hot pan, and then that'll give us some color and really start building the flavor for our sauce. Okay, we're getting some good caramelization, but also getting to the point where the apples are starting to disintegrate. So we wanna stop the cooking. We're going to add our balsamic vinegar. That'll bring some color and again some sweetness, and then some water. So it'll deglaze the pan. We'll let that reduce down kind of to almost to like a syrup or a sauce. And this is what we'll use to garnish or finish our Tri-Tip. All right guys, meat's done, potatoes are done, compote's done. Boom, let's do this. So I got my Thermapen. I'm just gonna show you, we pulled these at 125. They've been resting for about 10 minutes and we're at 131. And it might have even started cooling down a little bit. So carryover of about 5 degrees, and then we'll look at what this looks like inside. When you cut Tri-Tip, you wanna look at the grain. The grain's running this way. And if we cut with the grain, it's gonna get chewy and it's gonna get stuck in our teeth. We're gonna cut across the grain. And I'm gonna say I want maybe about this size right here is a 5-block portion, okay? Does that look like about the palm under the giant's hand? So now I'm gonna slice this, something like that. And you can take the skin off, leave it on, whatever you choose. All right guys, my jump rope's waiting on me, so I gotta get going. This has been a zoned out portion of my Super Radical Tri-Tip with yams and balsamic apple compote. Whoa, it's a mouthful, but it's tasty. So get in the kitchen, you guys, cook. You'll be happier when you do, and we'll see you next week.